This is a WRHU News special report. I'm Danny DiCrescenzo. There's been a massive development in a case right here on Long Island that has stumped investigators for years. Here's Peter Nicolino.
I'm Peter Nicolino at the Suffolk County Sheriff's Office, where Suffolk County Police have released information regarding the Gilgo Beach murder investigation. According to Suffolk County Police Commissioner, 59-year-old Rex Hewerman is now charged with the murder of 3 of the victims: Amber Costello, Megan Waterman, and Melissa Barthelemy. All 3 of these women's remains were discovered in 2010, and according to the police, Hewerman bought burner phones and created individual email accounts for each victim. It has also been confirmed by the police commissioner that Hewerman stalked the victims and their families on social media and repeatedly called family members with his victims' cell phones. Earlier in the press briefing, Suffolk County Police Commissioner Rodney Harrison said, "This man is a demon walking amongst us, and he is a predator that ruined lives." The mood here is somber but relieved. Many people say they are relieved that the alleged murderer has been arrested, and many of the victims' families have released statements on how grateful they are that this man is put to justice and they can have peace. According to his defense team, Hewerman broke down in tears in front of his lawyers and insisted upon his innocence. He is being held without bail and pleaded not guilty to 3 counts of first-degree murder and 3 counts of second-degree murder. At the Suffolk County Police Sheriff's Office, this is Peter Nicolino and Giuseppe Oliveri Jr. for WRHU.
WRHU News team is at the scene getting reactions. Here's Maggie Sykes.
Neighbors and onlookers are currently gathered near the scene of the investigation. Michaela Johnson lives in the neighborhood and couldn't believe the news.
I used to trick-or-treat at his house. I've gotten candy from him, and it's just kind of crazy how this is all happening. I've walked past his house so many times, and it's that creepy red house, but you never thought this was gonna happen. Like I said, though, I've only really seen him trick-or-treating when I was a little kid. I was getting candy from him, and it's just kind of scary, just thinking about it.
Neighbors and onlookers, many who have been standing here for hours, are anxious to know what comes next. For WRHU News, I'm Margaret Sykes, reporting in Massapequa.
Here's Alexa Cola.
Here in Massapequa, police are standing guard outside the home of suspected serial killer. Neighbors are scattered on lawns and throughout the street. I'm here on Michigan Avenue, just a few blocks away, and have been speaking to neighbors for the last hour. Massapequa resident Peter Rafisi lives up the block from the suspect's home.
Certainly delighted that they found this crack in the case, and hopefully this leads to getting someone dangerous off the streets.
Neighbors are hopeful that this arrest can help answer some questions or help solve the case about the 4 women killed years ago in Gilgo Beach, Long Island. I'm Alexa Cola.
And here's Michael Merlot.
Rob Tamke has lived in this neighborhood for 20 years, but last night into this morning, he saw things he'd not seen before. Men in hazmat suits going in and out of a nearby home, and police standing in force.
It's kind of like Amityville Horror kind of thing. It's like, 'cause I used to go over there and be like, "Oh, it's Amityville Horror House. How scary is that?" Now it's like my childhood home is around the block from another scary house. It's like, that's the thing I think about.
Police on site aren't saying much, but officials here have cordoned off much of the block and traffic is growing. I'm Michael Merlot.
WRHU will continue to provide updates as this story develops, starting on Monday morning's morning wake-up call at 7 a.m. I'm Danny DiCrescenzo, and now we'll return to our regularly scheduled programming.